Hey everyone, it's Zach, and today we are jumping into what hopefully is the last recording of us taking our Series 5 team into casual. Hopefully by July 1st, you will be seeing some midnight battles of me taking this Series 5 team on ranked. But for now, Series 5 teams are not allowed, so we have been testing this team out in casual. Every now and then you will come across a team with Pokemon that you usually don't see in ranked. But for the most part, a lot of people have been practicing their ranked teams, their Series 5 teams on casual. So we've been jumping in and we've been doing some battles. And we have our first opponent. So we see the Slowbro, Cinderace, Indeedee female, Whimsicott, Togekiss, and Scizor. And this is actually really interesting because you have the fast mode with the Whimsicott and the Cinderace, but you also have the Trick Room option, and expanding Force could be something to watch out for here. So I think here I want to go Whimsicott Terrakion just to see if I could get a lead in the beat up. I do have to worry about Max Knuckle coming from a Cinderace. That would definitely be a problem. And in the back, I think Amoonguss does well. And let's also go Urshifu. We do have to watch out for that Togekiss. If that Togekiss is in play, Urshifu is definitely threatened, especially if we use the Gigantamax or Dynamax option on the Terrakion instead. So here we just see Togekiss and Cinderace. So I think here we see a Follow Me come out. No. And right now I just want to Rock Slide to see what we can do turn 1. Because more than likely, this Cinderace is probably going to Gigantamax or Dynamax and Max Knuckle into that Terrakion slot. So I am concerned about losing it turn 1, but hopefully we can get some damage out beforehand. And we see a Follow Me come out from the Togekiss. And that will give us the opportunity to Tailwind. The Togekiss was definitely following me to pull away the beat up, which is why I didn't do it turn 1, but the Rock Slide should be enough to take out the Cinderace, but not the Togekiss. So, good start. And we now see the Indeedee bring out the Psychic Surge, which does take away some priority. And it looks like it's more of a bulky support set. So I think here I want to beat up the Indeedee and just Rock Slide again. Because we're not, at this point, we're not really threatened. Because this Indeedee doesn't look like it's a attacking set. So, oh, we might see some Expanding Force. And Beat Up does little to nothing. And we do get a crit at the end. So the best thing we could probably see here is a flinch or even a double knockout. Okay. Let's see what their last Pokemon is. Slowbro. And it's a shiny one. That's pretty cool. So I think here we just kind of stomping Tantrum and helping hand. We could see the Quick Draw activate on the Slowbro, but that's not really that big of a deal. And we're almost able to one-shot the Slowbro. We will see Slowbro use Expanding Force. That's pretty cool. That's the first time I've seen it in game. You do knock out the Terrakion. And Amoonguss doesn't do too well in this situation, so I think Urshifu is my best bet because I will have some attacking from it. Do I have Trick Room? I do have one more turn of Tailwind. So I think here we can just beat up again. And we will just Rapid Flow for the flex. Now, this Slowbro is actually still a problem. If Quick Draw activates into the Expanding Forces, it could definitely do some damage to the Urshifu. But it looks like Beat Up is just going to be able to take care of it. And there we go. It was really beneficial to know that the Togekiss was going to follow me. It's just like you see Whimsicott and Terrakion, and you expect a beat up turn 1, but I usually don't beat up turn 1, especially if there's a follow me user on the field. So getting that Tailwind up and being able to one shot that Cinderace solved a lot of problems. So here we see Politoed, Magnezone, Azumarill, Porygon Z or Porygon 2? I think that's Porygon Z. Yeah, that's Porygon Z. Amoonguss and Talonflame. So with the Talonflame, we definitely have to worry about a turn 1. A turn 1 Brave Bird or a turn 1 Tailwind with the Gale Wings ability, so it might be able to match our Tailwinds. But there's really not much that threatens Terrakion. I think with that Magnezone being present, it's a good idea to bring in Incineroar. I want to bring Emolga, but unless I want to max and lay down Electric Terrain turn 1, it's really not that viable in this situation. So I'm curious to see how my opponent leads. So we'll see the Rain mode, we'll see Politoed and Azumarill. So I want to get rid of this Rain, but I know that with some chip, Belly Drum Azumarill could be very dangerous, so I'm definitely going to target down the Azumarill before the Politoed. I am worried about like something like a Hypnosis or an Icy one coming out and really slowing down my game plan. But we're just going to go ahead and Dynamax the Terrakion and beat up turn 1. And we're going to see one of these Pokemon also Dynamax. And unfortunate, because we didn't set Tailwind, we might actually get knocked out turn 1, because I'm pretty sure Azumarill will outspeed the Terrakion. Especially in rain. Maybe we should have max guard and Tailwind turn 1. And no, we do actually outspeed the Azumarill. Let's see if we can take it out. And that is enough. So as long as we don't get hit with a Hypnosis, we should be doing very well against this team. And not to mention, we were able to take out the Dynamax turn 1. And we'll see an Ice Beam come out. I think here we have to Tailwind, and what kind of boost do we get with Max Quake? Special Defense. I feel like that would be the best option to go for. I want to hit the Magnezone, but I feel like just getting rid of this Politoed will... Okay. So my opponent didn't get the turn 1 they wanted, so they just decided to cancel the battle. I definitely took a risk there because there was a chance that the Azumarill could have outsped me. I am max speed Terrakion. But our next battle is up against Aquaman, and we see the Rillaboom, Togekiss, Whimsicott, Lapras, Cinderace, and Terrakion. So we definitely could see the same strategy here. So I think I actually want to lead Incineroar and Urshifu, because there is, if we can get fake out pressure on the Whimsicott, we could potentially try to one-shot this Terrakion with a G-Max Surging Strike. I think Amoonguss does really well here, and let's go Amoonguss, because Amoonguss, like, it hits a lot of these Pokemon decently, and plus we might be able to survive a Rock Slide coming from a Terrakion as long as it's not boosted. It's curious to see what my opponent wants to do here, because there's definitely the option for me to shut down the beat up, but you also might lead Togekiss trying to shut down my beat up. So it'll be interesting to see what my opponent leads. So we'll see the Togekiss and Lapras. So I think here, instead, I just want to... I just want to Parting Shot the Lapras, and let's get a Max Steel Strike into that Togekiss. Because that Togekiss is a problem for our Amoonguss in the back, and Lapras really wouldn't like going up against the Amoonguss except for its Ice moves. But if we can start weakening this Lapras, because I think this is the one that we see Gigantamax. Our Urshifu will Gigantamax faster, so if it is the Gigantamax form, we will see it go second in this case. And that's a Pokeball, so I wasn't paying attention to the balls that were thrown out. This could be a problem if it is the Togekiss, but no, we do see the Lapras come out as a Gigantamax. Which is good, because that means it won't have access to the Freeze Dry, and it's actually going to max guard. So we'll see a Follow Me. So I'll get a Parting Shot out into the Togekiss, which is really not anything. Actually, no. We're just able to one-shot it. Okay. And we'll get a defense boost. And our Parting Shot will go into the max guard. So either way, Togekiss was taking both attacks, so why would you max guard there? So here I think I want a Parting Shot again, and let's just Water Strike into the Cinderace, because I feel like that Cinderace is going to bounce first. And no, you're just going into probably the Incineroar. Okay, so you are able to one-shot the Incineroar. And we see that the Cinderace is Life Orb. And we're able to just knock it out. And we're going to see a Max Lightning, which is really bad for our Amoonguss in the back. But you did just give Amoonguss a... Oh, you're going to go ahead and change the terrain anyway. So this is tough. Grassy Glide is going to give Incineroar a +1 in priority. I kind of want to just... Let's check. Oh, it hasn't used Max Ice yet, so we don't know if it's... Oh well, if we activate a weakness policy, it's already over. Let's max Flutterby into this Rillaboom. And we do survive a hit, so that's good. And do we activate a weakness policy? Yes, we do. Okay. And we almost take out the Rillaboom. But we do get a special attack drop on the Lapras and the Rillaboom. So that Lapras is now only +1. And you are going to one-shot my Amoonguss. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to Rage Powder and just get rid of this Rillaboom because it's going to be taking advantage of the grassy terrain. And the U-turn is enough to pick up the knockout. And we actually get a pair on Lapras. So that was probably the best possible turn we could get. Unfortunately, the Lapras is back up to full health. So here I just kind of want to clear Smog, and Iron Head kind of want to go for the flinch possibility. And the Clear Smog will get rid of the weakness policy boost that it had. And we get a double paralysis from the Lapras. So here we can just start Giga Draining. And I don't want to necessarily close combat yet. I want to get this Lapras down a little lower, especially with the Aurora Veil up. And Giga Drain just does so much. And we get the flinch. Okay. How many more turns do we have? We have one more turn of Aurora Veil. So here we can just Giga Drain again and Iron Head. And that should honestly just be enough to take out the Lapras itself. And we're going to have the battle canceled. My opponent realized the same thing I did, that the Iron Head and Giga Drain was enough to just take care of the Lapras. But I'm actually really excited for Series 5. I know I haven't been going against any real competitive teams in the casuals, but we have been seeing Series 5 minded teams with the Grassy Glide Rillaboom and the Galarian Slowbro. So I feel like I am handling this team really well, but I want to know what you think down in the comments below. And like the last couple of series, I also want to know what have you been experimenting with on our preparation for Series 5. I want to hear all that down in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.